I just wanted to share a video with you today and tell you about yesterday and how life can throw a curveball that could possibly change your life, and not always for the better. I had a stark reminder of how short life can be and how we need to make the most of it. I was woken up at 4 a.m. yesterday morning with shooting pains down my left arm. They didn't last long, but over the next few hours I kept getting cramping twinges in the muscle in my left arm. My wife urged me to speak to the doctor. I phoned our local surgery, and because of the urgency of the call, they made me an appointment to see him. I went to see him and explained what had happened, and he did an ECG on me to check the state of my heart. He said that it's possible to have a heart attack without having any pains in the heart. He referred me immediately to our local hospital, sent me along with a letter, whilst at the same time telling me that I wasn't to drive myself. I was sent to the EAU, which I found out later was the Emergency Assessment Unit, and they would do the necessary tests. To cut a long story short, during the course of the day, they did 3 further ECGs at different times. I also had 6 different blood tests and another 3 or 4 hours later, and they also sent me for a chest x-ray. They couldn't find out what caused the pains that started it all, but what they can tell me was that my heart was in good shape and that I definitely not had a heart attack. Eventually, just after midnight, they let me go home, still none the wiser about what was the cause of the pain in the first place. But they assured me that there was nothing to worry over, as I was in good shape heart-wise. So why am I telling you this? Well, I didn't want to do anything when I had the pain, but Debs insisted that I talk to my doctor. My doctor was sufficiently worried enough to send me to the hospital. He was at one stage talking about calling an ambulance to take me, but I didn't feel it was necessary and asked my next door neighbour if he'd do that instead, and he obliged. The point I'm trying to get across is that you can't be too careful. What I was going to ignore, my wife and my doctor took seriously. When I saw the doctor in the hospital, he said that although there was nothing wrong with me, he would rather do all the tests thoroughly and make sure than not. The advice he passed on to me was that if you get pains in your left arm, don't ignore them. They could fairly quickly lead you down a route that could end up in the worst possible outcome. He said he'd rather see me as he did yesterday and to be able to make sure that I was fine than me ending up in a coffin because I didn't. I wouldn't have gone yesterday, but my wife and the doctor, who are obviously more sensible than me, thought otherwise. I dodged a bullet and had a good physical checkup yesterday. If you ever find yourself in the position where you don't know what to do where your health is concerned, call your doctor. It's better to be safe than sorry. And if you click up there, there's something else I need to tell you.